dashboard. So let's now go and move to the Mighty Minute. So when you go to your weekly lesson plan, I'm going to select that from the menu section on the left-hand side. I'm going to go to my week view, and here's where I will have all of my documents or resources rather that are already implanted in my lesson plan. This is a study that's put in here. So you're going to have a Mighty Minute that's added automatically. See here? But if you add a Mighty Minute like you would add for your lesson plan if you don't have your study, it would still show up the same way as a hyperlink. But let's go back to last week. Let's say you forgot to level or actually complete documentation on a resource that you used. Guess what? You can simply go back, and when you go to your lesson plan, you can find the Mighty Minute that you did with your kids. Let's select the Mighty Minute hyperlink here. So when the Mighty Minute pops up, you see that Assess is grayed out. And it is grayed out because you have to go down to the bottom of the card and you have to select the kids, because it doesn't mean that everyone participated in this Mighty Minute activity. So I'm going to select those kids that actually did participate in this Mighty Minute that I observed during this Mighty Minute activity. And you'll see you get your notification that your students have now been added. When you go back up to the top, you'll notice that now you can assess this card. It turns now into the gold progression chart, and look at all of the objectives that have the opportunity to be viewed during this Mighty Minute. So I'm going to assume that 8A and 9A, of course, 9B, or, of these five that are here, I'm going to, let's see, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are here. All of them may not have been observed, because you got to remember, just because they're on the card, that means that they are opportunities. It does not mean that you observe them all. So I'm going to go to the progression chart and look at the indicator for these students' performance or observed opportunities during this Mighty Minute. So I'm going to level these students that are attached here. And then I can move over to 9A. So I toggle between these two. So that's completed. Now, let's say they didn't do 9B, right? I'm going to skip over that and go to 13. And then I will level again according to what I observed. And then let's, for good measure, do 15C. Okay, so now I'm going to save this as documentation. So I remember I did not level all of the objectives because I did not see those. I did not select all of the students because they did not all participate. So let's go over, because we are not complete because we did not level all of the objectives that were attached. So if I look right here, this child completed Mighty Minute 272, silly syllables, and let's look at what happened. Once I leveled just the ones that I saw, those are the only ones that come over on documentation. So you really have the opportunity in your weekly lesson plan to only select those Mighty Minutes that are observable or have been observed during that particular activity, the Mighty Minute, and you can do that directly from your lesson plan. And again, you get this notation of a blue check mark that you leveled this activity. So this is your Mighty Minute. You also have your intentional teaching experience that you can level as well. That video is found in your tech tips, but this is just a helpful hint to use those time-saving resources that are already embedded in your lesson plan. Have a great rest of your day. If you need any more help, Marla at mbanksconsulting.org. Send me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions.